Over the next 2 days, I'm travelling around the UK to hunt for vintage watches. This is our first stop. We're in Derby and we're going to get an Uber over to our hotel. Tomorrow we're at an antique fair. The Uber should be pulling up any minute now. Let's get checked into the hotel and explain to you guys what we're doing tomorrow and over the next couple of days. So we made it to the hotel room. We're all checked in. Quick little tour. It's not bad at all, to be fair. Nice little room just next to the venue that we're going to tomorrow. We are heading to, I think it's Uttercocks. I believe that's the correct pronunciation of it. They've got a massive antique fair, so we're hunting for vintage watches. I've already got like 600 watches ready for the next couple of mystery drops. I'm going to be really stubborn on what I'm picking up, but we've got Uttercocks tomorrow, I believe it's called, next to Stoke-on-Trent. And then we're going to Newark, I believe it's Newark, which is just next to Nottingham. So a bit of like a 2-day trip. We're here tonight just to get settled in so we can get there early in the morning tomorrow, get there first thing on Sunday, and then we'll be travelling over to Nottingham tomorrow night, staying the night in Nottingham, and then going to Newark in the morning, heading back to York after that, and then getting on with just loads of videos to edit and stuff. Alright, it is 9:48 AM. This event starts at 10 o'clock and we're about a 20-minute Uber ride away. I'm hoping they've got a cash point there. We've came pretty unprepared, I'm not going to lie. We've got a hotel that's booked in Stone. Now, I thought Stone was right next to the place that we're going, but it's still like 20 minutes in an Uber or something. And then we are going to Nottingham tomorrow. I thought it was really easy to travel around this area of England. I looked on a map. I've never been to this area of England before, but I looked on a map and I thought, you know, Derby's right next to Nottingham. And then you've got Stoke and all that sort of stuff as well. So surely it'll be easy to travel around. Wrong. It is super difficult to travel around here somehow. Obviously, we don't drive at the minute, so we get trains everywhere. So, like, we have to get a train. What we would have to do is go to this race course event, come back here to get our bags, then get a Uber from here to Stafford, and then get a train from Stafford to Nottingham. That would take about £100 in total to do that, which is insane, and it would take a lot of time as well. Or we can get a 20 quid Uber to the place we're going with our bags. We've got a massive suitcase, which would be a bit of a problem. And then basically get an Uber from the place we're going, Uttercocks, I don't know how you say it, to Nottingham from there, which is 60 quid. It might get a bit cheaper, it might get a bit more expensive as the day goes on, but that sounds like the way to do it. And it's only an hour and a half from where we're going to Nottingham. And you save like £20 doing that instead of getting all these Ubers around in a train somewhere. So that's the plan. I'm really hoping they've got a cash point. I haven't brought any cash. I was meant to bring cash. I don't know how I forgot the cash, but I'm really hoping there is a cash point at the racecourse. There always is in like York and Wetherby and all the other ones I've been to. Because how on earth do you place a bet if you don't have cash? So there's normally a cash point at these places. So I'm hoping that there is one here and we'll be able to pick up loads of watches. Alright, so we made it to the antique fair. However, we had some issues along the way. Getting here was a bit of a problem, and there's no cash point at this Uttercocks antique fair either. But it's probably not how I say it, but it's really big, it's massive, so we just been to Tesco's to get some cash, and now we're walking back over to the venue where we can hopefully pick up some watches. I went inside the first room, already saw 2 watches that I would pick up, so hopefully they're still there by the time we go back. Then we've got to get a train from here to Nottingham after to go and stay the night in Nottingham. So yeah, at the minute we're walking over, we're going to be going over that, which takes you to the racecourse. Finally, we've arrived and we're ready to start buying some watches and getting on the hunt. If you guys want to know where this is, in the middle of a racecourse next to Stoke-on-Trent, in the middle of Stoke, Derby and Nottingham, pretty much. So let's go into our first location and check it out. So I managed to pick up 4 watches so far for £30, which is really, really good. They all need a lot of attention, a lot of servicing, a lot of cleaning. So these are photos. Accurate, but it's not ticking.
Download it now.
What is it like? Yeah.
Absolute classic rock.
Well, we're all done. I think we found all of the good watches that was at this event. Picked up quite, I don't even know how many I got. I think it's like 2. Thank you. 2 plus 4 plus 2. I think I maybe got 8 watches, I think, from this event, which is not bad. Now we need to make our way to Nottingham. Well, we can't check into the hotel for another, I think it's like an hour or 2 until we can check in. So we made our way into Nottingham. We've headed for the big market square. Never been to Nottingham before. It seems alright, to be fair. But we stumbled across this. Lovely selection of Rolexes here in Nottingham city centre. Also got some nice Tudors as well, some Breitlands. Some tags at the back. And then obviously your affordable pieces down here from like Seconda. Pretty decent selection though. I've even got some Omegas. Look at that bad boy. We have that exact watch sitting right there. In this shop, it's valued at, let's have a look. Can we, we've got this exact watch in the next mystery drop. This exact Omega Seamaster. It's valued in the shop at £3,800. Someone's going to get that Omega from the next mystery drop for £109. It's in the special edition category. Insane. Lovely piece, like. But yeah, come check it out in Nottingham. It's literally just around the corner from the main market square, like, which is just up there. Right, good morning people. It is day 2 of hunting for vintage watches around the UK. This morning we are in Nottingham. We've just woke up. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning and we're heading over to Newark now to go to an antique fair. We're right next to the train station. This is the view from the hotel window. Quite nice. It was only £57 a night for this room. Pretty good if you ask me. Yeah, we're off to Newark today, hunting for vintage watches. We got a bunch yesterday from a antique fair in Utterrocks, I don't know how you pronounce it, somewhere close to Derby. And then after the Newark fair, we're heading back to York, getting stuck into editing and making a ton of videos before the drop goes live on the 1st of December. We're on the train on the way to Newark now. We've got a coffee from the hotel. We'll get to Newark Castle train station. And then we'll have to get a taxi from there to the showground where we can go antique hunting, where we can pick up loads of vintage watches. And then it's actually really easy to get from Newark back to York. So we'll hop on the train direct from Newark all the way back up to York. It takes 40 minutes somehow. So obviously if this is a good one, this is really easy for me to get back down to. So hopefully it's a good showground. Hopefully it's got loads of good vintage watches there and it's worth the trip. And yesterday was quite successful, to be fair. We've got loads of vintage watches. I haven't been able to share them with you guys yet. Hopefully we can get another 10 today, and then we're laughing.
This is Newark Castle.
Which way do you reckon? Right. This is our current situation. Our Uber driver dropped us off at the wrong place, and yeah, we're currently walking through very wet grass with a suitcase, a backpack on. There we are. Let's go find some vintage watches.
This is ridiculous.
Very ridiculous. How far is it going to be?
I said we should walk
On the path?
on the opposite side of the road. But there's no car coming at the minute. Wait, don't say anything yet. How do I get it to go down?
Just pull it down.
Oh, there. How do you feel about our adventure so far?
Well, we made it. We're at the antique fair now.
Oh, he's going to ask us for tickets.
Hey mate. Want the tickets online?
Alright, I'll have to get someone with it. Got a scanner? This lady will do it.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think we probably got dropped off on the other side of that, you know.
Yeah, we did.
Anyway. Thing is, they're very big stalls, aren't they? Oh, wow. There we know, we've got to have a look. We already found a couple of pieces. Should I show them? I think I showed you while I was picking them up. One's just a nice little manual winding Eurosonic. This is another piece. I saw these on eBay before. I don't know too much about the brand, but it was a good price. It's manual winding. It's ticking, so it might need a service or something, but we'll figure out when we get home. Same with this Eurosonic. But the Ferrari that we picked up. If you guys follow our Instagram page, we had a male version of this watch in the last drop. I paid £300 for the male version of this watch, and this was £12. It's not ticking. It might just need a battery, but that's a find and a half in my opinion. This antique fair is absolutely huge. I don't even think the camera's going to do it justice, but I can't even see the end of it. And there's multiple rows of this as well. We were able to pick up 4 manual wines from that last stall. 120 on 4 manual wines. They all need servicing, they all need polishing, cleaning and stuff, so in reality they're going to cost a bit more, but some bargains. I got a Watches of Switzerland piece, very, very nice. Manual winding rotary with a bit of patina on the dial, really nice. Got a manual winding Avia, and then there was one quite unique and different, if I can find it on us. Where was it? That rotary's got some mad patina on it, crazy patina on that rotary. This is it. It's a tank watch. Pretty sure it's a Soviet brand. I'll do more research on it when I get back, but I've seen it before. There it is. Well, that's a wrap on the antique fair for today, guys. I think we found some pretty good watches. The Watches of Switzerland piece that we picked up is insane. Like, obviously we need to inspect it a little bit, look at all the pieces inside of the movement and stuff, but that could be a bargain and a half there. Obviously the Cartier piece we picked up as well, great bargain if it's legit. I need to take the case back off, but I'm pretty sure it's real. Might not work, could be fucked, we'll see. Now we've got to walk and get an Uber. So we got this off the sort of organisers that see all the different dates and all the different antique fairs. If you guys want to come and find vintage watches for yourself, I'll probably be at quite a few of these, to be fair. It was definitely worth coming down today. So pretty successful trip overall. Obviously a 2-day trip hunting for vintage watches. I'm hoping that we've got about 20 from the past 2 days, which is, it's alright. I mean, as we said before, like, we already have enough watches for the next drop. This was just to get some different type of content, to get out the house a little bit as well. And also, it's fun to go hunt for vintage watches that you guys are watching. If you want to hunt for vintage watches yourself, get to an antique fair, man. It's a great place to find some. This was probably the best place I've been to find, like, in terms of the watches I got. But York car boot sale, the one at the race course that runs through the summer, fantastic. That's where I really started, like, reselling watches from as well. I'd find them in a market and then take them home, service them, clean them, repair them, and then list them for sale. And I really enjoyed doing it, which is why we're back on the hunt, coming to these type of events and antique fairs and things. So yeah, as I said, really appreciate everyone tuning in and supporting, and I will make this as a job for myself, so thank you guys. Just like that, we are back in York, just got off the train. I feel like every single one of these videos I've made, so I have like a personal channel where I'm making like vlogging videos as well. Every video I've got my hood up because it's raining constantly. It's just been raining everywhere I go for like the past couple of months. But good little trip done. Still need to recap on all the watches that we picked up. But if you guys can't tell, there's the Minster, which means we're back in York.